Are you trying to catch speeders right here?
No, I was on the DeFalco, actually.
Oh, I was like, this is a hell of a fucking turn to be speeding in. Goddamn.
You never know these crazy people around here.
Well,
I don't think my radar's reading. I don't know. I'm just on the phone, so I just pulled over off the road here.
all right. Well, I was just checking to make sure you was okay.
I'm good. I appreciate it.
All right. Howdy.
Hello. Hiya.
Howdy, howdy. How's your,
the devil are you?
I'm happy to be off work.
Okay, cool. Say less. Whereabouts am I picking you up?
I'm at my house right now.
Can I come by?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
GPS, mate. GPS.
Oh, you don't remember, huh?
Look. Darla, I'm going to put this bluntly. Whilst I could remember that, it's not like I'm from the hills, you understand? Like I don't go up there. I don't have that kind of fuck you money.
Well, it's real easy. It's the little U-bend that faces the city. But I'll GPS you.
Okay, it's just quicker and easier. I get to see you faster, right?
All right. That's a good argument.
There you go. All right, I'm on the way.
All right, bye. Oh, what is this?
You like it?
That I almost called it cute. Never mind. Let me think about it.
All right.
That is sexy.
Yes, it is. Pop in. It's pretty nice.
What kind of car is this?
This is a Schlagen GT.
Okay.
It's entirely a rip-off of a Mercedes AMG GTS or a GTR, but you know how Los Santos likes to rip off people's cars and just remake them.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Well,
I
this is
do.
it. So
Very nice.
it's nice. It's completely stock. I literally just got it and drove it straight here. So
Really? I'm the first person to
Yep.
get to sit here?
you are.
Hmm. Very nice.
I was very, 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 very close to cancelling on you and going to the mechanic shop and just running all the options and checking it out. I'm kidding.
We
But
can if you want
seriously.
to.
No, I was kidding.
I mean, I know what a gearhead you are, so we
am a
absolutely can.
gearhead. Back home, a gearhead means something else entirely.
What does it mean?
A gearhead is someone that takes smack. Smack is heroin.
Oh, no, that's like a
Yeah, I know what it means here. Don't worry.
that's a base head
Yeah, I know. Oh, real? Base
Mhm.
head. Okay.
or dope fiend.
Dope fiend. Okay. Dope fiend. Smackhead, crackhead, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Gearhead. Gearhead's like a polite way of putting it, you know. Always a gearhead, you know. Get some gear.
Well, see, okay, but here's the thing. You being such a car guy, you know, driving your new car, the only thing you're going to think about is, man, I wonder how I'd drive if it had this, or I wonder how I'd drive if it had that.
I am wondering that anyway, but I did.
So let's go to the shop.
No, Darla, I got a whole life with this car. I've probably got just a limited amount of time a year, right?
Wow. You say the sweetest things.
Oh, well, thank you. But yeah, no. Honestly,
So how you feeling?
This is a new lady in my life. How am I feeling? In what aspects? Emotionally, physically?
Let's start with physically.
Physically, I'm still a little off balance sometimes. You know, not feeling ideal, but I'm getting there.
Getting shot sucks.
It does. It does. I mean, the vest caught two of them. It's just the one that got me, but it is right.
Yeah. Well,
One's
lucky that it
enough.
did.
First time
Yeah.
ever getting shot, so that's nice. It's a nice experience. Enjoyed it.
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Big 0, yeah. Hella fucking 0.
I was surprised at how bad it burns. You know, I just
Yeah,
thought it was
me
going to be
too.
like hurty, you know what I mean? But it was like somebody took a hot poker and just fucking jabbed it into me and started twisting.
Honestly, didn't really notice it. Weirdly, I don't know. I didn't really notice
Adrenaline.
the pain. Adrenaline. I had just shot one of them, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. The driver of my car was shot to pieces and pretty much dead, and we're just doing circles in the car that was on fire, and popped off a couple of shots out the back window and shot one of them off their little motorcycle, and they fell on the ground and got out of the car and hit cover. The car exploded. You know, they all started swarming around, and a bunch of them got shot then. And sadly, I'm honest with you, the rest of the boys dipped and left me there and in cover. I was trying to stop the bleed I already had, and sadly, I'm not a trained professional, so I remember us passing out there. That was when I noticed the paint.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, they dipped. They left me.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, enough about that. It's all in the past. It's fuckery start to finish. I made myself heard with the boys. I let them know. I kind of told Dom and Roman and a few of the boys. I was like, look, you all called me fucking weak because I stood up for myself and said that what we're about to do, we're going to go try to talk to them, is fucking stupid. You all called me weak. I said, the rest of you fucking sheep that fell in line and just went along with the anger of one person and didn't want to fucking speak up. I said, you're all fucking weak and you're all the fucking sheep. And the next time one of you comes at me like that again, we're done. I think I've been heard loud and clear. If they want to silence my fucking questioning of their methods and call it weakness, I'll show them what weak is. You know, fucking rest of them that went along silently with it, questioning nothing, and then saying afterwards, you were right, Finn. That ain't it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm ready to cut friends, whatever it takes. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, that's enough complaining for me. How are you?
Oh, so now it's my turn to complain? Because that's about all I got.
I'm done.
Oh, well, almost came to blows with Ashford yesterday. Literally got the girl that dropped me mid-80 a few weeks back in gang territory when I was being hunted.
Okay. 80, is it slang for 1080?
Yeah, 1080. We were pursuing.
Okay.
We were pursuing the car, and the suspect got out the car. So we got out the car. You know, we're gonna tase you. Stop moving. He got back in the car. She got back in the car. Didn't wait for me to get back in the car and left. At the construction site in Little Seoul.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, and
some people really want to capture people. Like it's all that matters.
Yeah. The part that pissed me off is that, you know, it's like, you know, the PD's like a bit of a brotherhood, you know, it's kind of militaristic in a sense, you know, leave no man behind type of shit. And
yeah, I get it.
That was absolutely fucking violated, you know, like she chose, you know, hitting the fucking gas pedal and pursuing somebody over some bullshit robbery over, you know, her partner that day. And everybody's like, you know, I get it, Darla, you're mad, blah, blah, blah. She said she's sorry, you need to drop it. And it goes deeper than that, you know? Like, I'm fine working with her. You know, we had to fucking work together today. And it's like, I can relay information, she can relay information, but there's no small talk, there's no buddy-buddy, it's just business. And yesterday, I went, my Uncle Rex is actually a BCSO deputy. He's actually like a blood uncle. My mama and him are siblings.
Okay.
And I'd never get to see him, right? So he was on duty, and so I was riding with him, and then started talking about stuff, and he was like, you know, talking about his bowling league back home, and I was like, oh, we should go bowling. And I said, the bowling alley is open right now, let's go. And he's like, I will go off duty right now. And so we were like, all right, let's go bowling. And we were next to MRPD, so we stopped there, and then Hog was there, and he's like, oh, what are y'all doing? So I said, let's go bowling. So anyway, we got a whole group of people, right? Group of cops. We're all going to go off duty, go bowling. Well, we're waiting for Baker to get dressed, and we're sitting down in the MRPD fucking parking lot, and Hog is like a practical joker. He's actually laid down spike strips and had me drive over them unknowingly and pop all 4 fucking tires on my Omnis before, laughing to high heaven. Yeah, he's a prankster, you know. It don't mean no harm, right?
I get it, yeah.
So he thought that the car parked next to us was the sheriff's car. And I said, no, I'm pretty sure I saw a license plate and that's Ashford's car. And he's like, oh, well, then I'm definitely going to pop a tire. And so he gets out. I was like, yeah, you definitely should. And then I'm like, no, don't do it. Just kidding. You know, that'd be mean. And he popped one of her tires. Well, Baker comes walking out and he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, you didn't see nothing. We're just going to leave, right? It's a joke. It's no big deal. We get out and Baker's like, shit, I still have all my PD equipment on me. And I said, all right, well, I'm going to pull around front. You meet us out front. He's like, okay. I pull out front. I get 3 fucking squad cars surrounding my car because they got a fucking alert that one of the tires in one of the cars in the fucking parking lot of MRPD had been popped. One of the tires got slashed.
Damn, them fucking tire alarms are really, really good.
Right? I was like, did dispatch just fucking narc on me? Like, who the fuck was watching, you know? And so I was like, no, it wasn't, no, we would never do that. If we did, it was a prank, you know, blah, blah, blah. Talked ourselves out of it. What the fuck?
Want a free jet ski?
I've
been seeing weird shit all day. I don't know.
Really? I'd never seen that before. Yeah. But, so we ended up going to the bowling alley. Well, Ashford shows up off duty at the bowling alley and is just standing there, arms crossed, glaring at us. And someone tried to talk to her and she didn't say nothing. And Craigdale was like, I don't think she's looking at you. And I pipe up and I'm like, well, she sure as shit ain't looking at me like that. And she's like, I sure as shit am looking at you like that. And that pissed me off. So I am not.
Yikes! Why the animosity with you? I don't get it.
I don't know, because she thinks that she gave me a bullshit apology saying that this is what pissed me off. She said, I'm sorry. I had tunnel vision. I'm sorry. Right? And I can understand that. But then the next line was, please don't uninvite me from ladies' night.
Like, that's the most important part of all of it's going down.
Yeah.
All of this brotherhood, sisterhood shit.
Yeah.
Don't cut me out at the party. Well, goes to show what the priorities are, I guess. Makes your friendship and expectations easy to understand, and yeah,
right. You know, I mean that's
say, Darla.
I don't right. I don't accept her apology. Like, if that's the way it is, you know. And so I'm not proud of the way I acted. I got real pissed and I said, you know, she's like, sure as shit, I'm talking to you. I said, do you want to fucking take this outside? And I might have called her a fucking bitch a couple times. And she's like, yeah, I want to take it outside.
That's a based take, Darla.
What does that mean?
A based take? It means that is like a consensus kind of opinion. Like, I think most people would think that, but she's a bitch currently. Based.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like that.
Based. I like it.
So we go outside and she's like, what's your fucking problem with me? And I'm like, you fucking know what my problem is, blah, 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 blah. Go back and forth. And, you know, I'm like, she's like, why? I apologize. Why haven't you talked to me? I said, because all I want to do is slap the fucking smirk off your face. Like, I just want to throw hands on you so fucking hard right now.
God. What the fuck? The Texas is coming out of you. Ain't no sweet tea here. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, well,
okay.
my brothers taught me how to fight. I used to do some bare knuckle boxing back home. It's something that my older brother Daryl was really into. And I don't think you know this, but I've actually had my nose broken 13 times.
I couldn't tell, honestly. You've got a particularly alright nose considering it's been fucking battered like that.
Yeah, it curved to the left for a couple years, but then it got broken again and the doctor said it right. Anyway.
Oh, cool. Who did that? Was it just like your brothers in there or what?
No, well, so back home in Fort Worth, they have this place called the Stockades, and they do like rodeo there. And in the summertime, they would have like a boxing league, and they did a bare knuckle boxing league for over 18. And they do a summer series where it'd be like a big tournament type thing. And I actually won it 2 years in a row. So I've boxed men, women, it doesn't matter, right? And so I really want to fucking beat her ass, right? And I know I could. It's not even a fucking question. Unfortunately, one, I don't trust her not to fucking rat me out. Two, she would, and it's not worth losing my job over. And three, I don't ever want to fight anybody when I'm emotional. Because I get lost in the moment, and I don't want to see red and not be able to stop myself. It's one thing when it's like, hey, you want to fight? All right, let's go in the ring. Let's swap legs. Let's do it. See who's the bigger person.
They swap licks.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard an American use the word licks correctly. That's cool. All right. Sorry, continue. The dialect has been exemplary today. 11 out of 10 dialect, Darla.
Okay.
Whenever I'm back home, I'm like, give it big licks, and everyone when I say it over here, everyone's like looking at me funny, like, what is this guy talking about? Like back home, like giving it big licks is like going large. You know what I mean? Like fucking
okay.
Send it kind of shit. So if you give someone some licks, like that is like what's beating the fucks out of them, really.
Yeah, it's swapping legs.
Cool.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I could be 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10 on this one.
But I don't trust myself to do that. You know what I mean? Because if it was just you and I fighting, like, all right, it's fun. It's it's no pressure. It's just like, show me what you got. But
Right.
I just have this deep urge to fucking rearrange her goddamn face, and it's not a good feeling, and I won't allow myself to get to that point. I just won't. I just won't. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I've had that feeling only a few times in my life, but it's you've got a lot to lose, Darla.
Mm-hmm. I do.
You could really.
I could fucking kill her.
Yeah, and then there's.
I mean,
your job is fucked.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of friends. You divide. Controversy and shit like that. It
ain't worth it. She ain't worth it.
No. Do you even want to be one of them anymore?
I don't know.
Be honest with yourself. You've already thought of the answer, but even before you scoffed, right? You know what the answer is. You've already thought of it. All I hear is just the fuck shit they're doing to you and around you. It's honestly fucking toxic.
Well, I was actually talking to Dazzler about this last night.
He is the right guy to talk to.
Yeah. Dazzler and Craig Dale are both really good guys. Both of them FTO'd me when I transferred over here. I got to know them really well. And they told me that I was like, well, the way I feel at work right now, I'm transferring into the SASP is an option. And they both said that, they would welcome me with open arms. But they also told me that, it might be construed as running away from my problems, breed animosity, and that I probably should get the shit figured out before I do that, if that's the route I go. But it's...
But what do you want?
I don't know. I really fucking don't. This whole court case is just driving me goddamn bonkers.
How's that going? Other than that guy getting disbarred?
The fact that it even went to fucking manslaughter and then Detective Mann thinks he has fucking murder charges, like, I don't know. And the lawyer was fucking on one, first of all. Like, the whole thing, okay. So... I'm gonna be real with you, okay? I'm not obviously I am normally real with you, but like this is some shit that I probably shouldn't fucking tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
I probably already know.
Oh, do you?
About Senior Detective Man and that chick, and Fred's dead, and he's been fucking his wife.
Oh no, I did hear about that, but that no. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Detective Man.
We've got a lot to talk about. This is a long overdue conversation.
Yeah, Detective Man. The more I learn about him, the more I don't like him.
Yeah.
But
Go on, what did you have, Darla? I'm sorry to interrupt.
no, you're fine. So Sid's lawyer was was a very good lawyer in a really sleazy kind of fucking way. Right? Yeah. Using different things to get the way, get what he wants done. He actually put forth a motion that because, Sid and I were in a romantic relationship and, cohabitated sometimes, that common law marriage should be in effect and I should not have to testify against him. So...
but you're not married.
No, we're not married. And
I'm
2 weeks
sure
ago,
someone that's a senior deputy should be bending the law like that.
this is not my lawyer. This is his lawyer. I have my own lawyer.
His lawyer using you to.
Yeah,
yikes.
yeah. It's fucking exactly.
That's
so
good for you. And we'll sit into it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I have a question for you. Well, okay, let me finish that thought first before we move on to a different thought. So my head fucking spins on this, right? Because he was jokingly like, haha, wifey, and I was just like, ooh, that's gross. 2 weeks ago, you weren't even ready to call me your girlfriend. You kill somebody. The next day, I'm your girlfriend. Oh, no, you're absolutely my girlfriend. And I'm like, okay, I truly do believe it's self-defense, so I'm going to stand by you. I'm loyal to you because I truly do believe it's self-defense. I think Sid is smart enough that he's going to take somebody out to the desert and kill him. He wouldn't get shot in the process. That's the reason I think it's self-defense. But just the timing of everything is super fucking suspect. And it eats at me. And we fought about it. But we actually fought about you too.
Well, why?
Because I lied to him. And he caught me in a lie. That's the only lie I ever told him.
You don't lie. What happened?
I don't even know. I don't know why I lied. It was something in his voice, and I didn't want to hurt him. And so it was like...
Carla, this is the same guy that didn't mind that we were talking, you potentially even talking about dating me to him at one point, right? Like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've kind of already told him that my accent was great, and like any I don't want to say any normal guy and mean it horribly, but if I had a girl that I was remotely interested in and she talked about another guy like that, I would, first off, I'd question why she's doing that. What have I done to create this? How have I made her feel that she needs to look elsewhere? Unless, it's an open relationship and that's something I don't understand, so I won't talk on it. But I probably would think, what's going on? Like, how has this come to pass? It's a weird thing to tell him, Darla. I've always felt that way. I'm telling you again.
Really?
It's not right. It's not. It absolutely is. If I was your man and you came to me like there's this guy and we have interesting conversations and his accent's 10 out of 10, and you kind of insinuated that there was something there, and potentially if I didn't commit, I would commit immediately if I liked you, or I'd fucking run if I didn't. Just being real.
You fucking hit the nail on the head right there.
Yeah, and like I told you before, that's why he fucking committed. It was the impending doom of us. That's why. But he didn't.
But he didn't. He fucking wishy-washied for a while. Up until, like, honestly, the day before the fucking murder, he was like, no, you should go hang out with them. You should go on dates with them. And I was like, why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying that? It was pissing me off.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the night, he was like,
it shouldn't fucking be this hard, sweetheart.
It shouldn't.
Especially at the fucking beginning, like, okay, a couple of years down the line where, things are getting more difficult and trials and tribulations come your way, like, things get tough in relationships. I get that. Like, there's going to be moments of weakness and where you got to fucking have each other's back and, people are going to get hurt emotionally, physically. This is going to happen. This is fucking life. But at the beginning, the biggest alarm bell you've ever said to me is the fact that you weren't over the moon when you got what you wanted. And ever since then, things have been fucked for you, Darla.
You don't even know. You don't even fucking know.
I know. I'm learning more and more. Like,
you're gonna think
that law. I don't even know how much I should.
I want to tell you something, but I feel like you're just gonna think I'm the stupidest person on the face of the fucking earth if I do.
I'm not gonna ever think that, but go ahead and say it and see if I feel that way.
You cannot repeat this to anybody.
Is this going to be like some kind of weird pinky promise?
No, this is not a weird pinky promise. This is a fucking solemn pinky swear. Like, okay. I say what I mean and mean what I say. You can guess.
Is that good? Or I'll do the pinky promise if you want to. But if I ever just say I cross my heart, it dies with me. No matter what. So
okay, then do whatever's solemn to you.
I'll cross my heart. Now, do you want to do what's solemn for you? Is it a pinky? Have we got to shake pinkies?
It is. Yeah, you gotta shake pinkies, and then you bring your thumb to your lips and you kiss it.
Okay. So now I'll kiss my thumb.
Yep.
Okay. We're good.
All right. So it is. Okay. I mean, you could go back into history and all of the rituals that people have had are weird. But,
I just like drawing an X over my heart and just saying, cross my heart, hope to die. Like that just basically means...
No sticking a needle in your eye?
No. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'll keep it at the... Continue, darling. What?
All right.
Hold on, I've got a phone call.
All right.
Hey, how you doing, dude? You all right? Hello? Ash. What's up, bro? You got a new car? All right, bro. Yeah, what'd you get? You want me to be surprised? Okay, well, I'm sure as fuck going to be surprised. You're a guy picking up dog shit an hour ago, so... All right, Ash. I've got a meeting I'm going to be in at least for a little bit, so I'll hit you up when I'm good, yeah? All right, bro, later.
It's just a new car buying day.
Yeah, I didn't even have the heart to tell him I've got 500,000 Schlagen. Probably.
That just sounds dirty.
Well, it's called a Schlagen, it's German.
Oh, it's funny.
Well, we crossed our hearts, we shook our fingers, we kissed our thumbs.
You're going to think I'm so dumb. You're going to think I'm so dumb. Like, looking back, I feel like I'm dumb. I'm loyal to a goddamn fault. That's the fucking problem. That's what I've come up with. All right, so...
Yes, that's a great trait to have.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so the night of the self-defense, I got out there and I found him almost fucking dead and completely unconscious and bleeding out. And I started applying pressure and, he regained consciousness and I was trying to wrap up his wound. And trying to figure out what the fuck happened, right? And there was about, 15, 20 minutes that I was working on him before I called the sheriff. And in that time, he asked me several times to do something. he spent that time trying to convince me to help him get rid of a fucking body.
What? Okay.
Like, we're the only two people that know about it. We can make it go away. You know, and I was completely dumbfounded that the words were coming out of his mouth. And, like, I'm in shock of the situation. Like, I didn't say shit. And then finally I turned to him after he said it, like, for the 5th time, help me get the body in the truck. We can get rid of it. And I was like, do you even fucking know me at all? Like, seriously. Like, I was pissed. And he was like, no, we'll do whatever you want to do. You know, and that's when I called the sheriff. But I think I tried to, like, reason it out that maybe it's like when you're a little kid, right? And playing ball in the house and you break something that, you know, you're not supposed to break and you don't want to get in trouble, right? And so you pick up the pieces and you know, you can't just put them in the garbage. You got to take them out to the garage and put them in, like, the bottom of the garbage and put some stuff on top of it so that no one ever finds out, you know? Like, you're a stupid kid, you know, obviously they're going to notice it's missing, but in your mind, you know, if there's no pieces, there's no evidence, there's no crime. Right?
Yeah.
And but a fucking bot, like, that's somebody's kid, that's somebody's brother, could be somebody's dad, you know? And like,
yeah, I get it. I do.
But it was self-defense, you know? And so
if it was self-defense, you've got nothing to worry about. And with respect, he should have called the cops before he called you.
Yeah.
He's put you in this position. He's brought your name, your reputation, your entire job into question. Not only that, he's asked you to commit, well, felonies, a lot of them. I'm not, like, well versed in law, but I know what he had to do was cover up what would have been at least second-degree murder.
Yeah. And I'm not that. No, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Darla, are you fucking sure this was self-defense?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Until
do you know who they killed?
Some guy that literally had just gotten to town. Like, his social security number was, like, real high, real fucking high. He said he'd never even fucking seen the guy before, and that the guy didn't even say nothing to him.
So, well, hold on. Why the fuck did the guy try and shoot him then?
He tried to steal his truck, and when Sid, like, protested, the guy shot him. Is what Sid says. I don't know. It's just like, but I'm really, we got no fight about it because I'm struggling to be with somebody who's going to ask me to do that. You know, that's a huge fucking thing. But, like, you know, he
Just
was
call the cops. If what happened, it's not even like an equation of ruining anyone else's life. Just call the cops. Let them handle it. The evidence will back you up. Like, you're good, bro. Like, just
no, it's not.
Understand. Calling.
I can't say anything now because I didn't say that was said when I gave my statement. I kept that piece of information to myself. Because maybe, you know, it's
still in discovery, and whatever you testify on the stand is whatever you testify on the stand, right? You don't have to submit everything you're going to say. You can still be asked the same questions. The prosecution are going to cross-examine you 100%. It's just going to happen. So when they do, they're going to ask you about what you heard and what was said there. I mean, you can say it then, but you want to make an enemy out of Sid? I don't know.
No. I mean, I don't want to make an enemy out of anybody who's willing to fucking bury a body in the desert or toss it in the fucking ocean. You know?
Well, I think that's most people in the city. I will say that.
It's not me.
Right. I would definitely ever get into a situation where I'd need to hide anything I've done. Those are my goals. That if I fucking have to kill someone one day, it'll be because they came at me, and I can hopefully stand afterwards and call it in and stand by what I've done. And my reputation should precede that, right? Well, he's a guy from fucking Water and Power. Like, why the fuck is he doing this? He's fucking you over like hard with the lawyer shit. You're trying to use the lawyer to use your job, your reputation. He's trying to leech off that to fucking clear himself. When really, if he's genuine, this is self-defense. Let's give him all of the fucking run of the fairway here. Let's assume everything that's fucking happened is legit. It was all self-defense, as he said. If he just called the fucking cops first, wouldn't be an issue. None of this would be an issue. But
well, he didn't even call me. He texted me, "I love you." 2 weeks ago, couldn't call me his girlfriend, but I don't know. He said he thought he was dying, and the only thing he could think of was me and how he wanted me to know.
Up,
it's all very fucking suspicious.
I've bit my tongue on all of this shit because I don't want to. I'm clearly an interested party, let's to say that. So I felt bad running him through the dirt, and I'm trying not to do it up until now. But if he's trying to use a lawyer to use your fucking position, if he's trying to get you to fucking bury someone, and not only use your position to cover it up, but to potentially have you locked away, maybe even for life, who fucking knows? And to disgrace you like that, it shows such a level of disrespect. Even forget about the potential manslaughter murder. Are you not concerned that man has something, a credible witness on the scene? Like, there's a reason this has gone to murder now. And I was joking about it at Tesla and Bronte, and it's going to get thrown out. But now after hearing that, I'm a little bit concerned they know more.
No, I know exactly why man thinks it's murder.
Why?
So the guy that died was okay. So you know what a drogger is, right? Big
Drogger.
Drogger. It's like a truck.
Yeah, vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah. So, picture it sitting sideways in front of us, right? So, passenger side or driver's side, rear tire, there is a gentleman on the ground with his head by the tire and his feet facing us, right? Right next to the door on the ground, there is blood. That blood belongs to Sid. Sid was found by the driver's side front tire leaning up against the truck when the sheriff got there, right? So, man is going off of that drop of blood that's next to the driver's side door that would be standing over the body, and there being a fucking bullet hole through dude's forehead, right? So man's whole argument is saying that Sid shot this guy 3 times, shot 6 bullets, hit him 3 times, once in the arm, once in the chest, once in the head. He's saying the second bullet was the one that hit him in the chest, and that killed him. The guy started falling backwards. Sid stood over him after he was already no longer a threat and shot him one more time, execution style. Right? When I got there,
he was already dead, though.
That's what he's saying, is that the second bullet killed him, right? So when I got there, Sid was in front of the vehicle. He wasn't anywhere near the side of the vehicle. That blood got there because I moved Sid. I tried to get him to stand up and lean against the vehicle so I could get my car over there so I could take him to the fucking hospital. So while he was standing there, he was dripping blood there.
All right. I don't think man's got a great case for just that. I really don't.
Yeah, that's legitimately all he fucking has. Man, he's a detective, not a fucking coroner. How the hell is he gonna know exactly which shot killed the guy? It's like what an autopsy's for.
Yeah, if I was a defense attorney, I could have that thrown out quite easily. It's a whole lot of conjecture, and if you weren't there and you got no kind of evidence of when he was and wasn't a threat, like, you can shoot someone in the heart, they're still a threat for a short while, very short. But if the guy's got a gun in his hand, and if you can shoot someone, you can't shoot to fucking maim people. People just need to fucking forget this. You can't shoot to maim. You can shoot when you can kill them, and that's it, right? If they're down on the ground and you plug them full of 12 bullets, that's very fucking excessive. We can talk about that. But 3 bullets? I mean,
Yeah.
not really.
Well, man was very adamant that nobody in this city can shoot while laying on the ground. And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
Are we for real like that? I mean, people
That's-
can still be a threat. They might be getting back up with the gun, if
Right.
they're still holding the gun.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck if you're on your back, like, with your
Exactly.
fucking legs over your head, twiddling your toes at me. Like, if you've got a fucking gun, that's a threat.
Unless I've blown both your fucking hands off with previous shots, you absolutely could fucking shoot me laying on the ground. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I could show them how it's done.
So, on top of, taking him to Sandy to get treated where he almost got sepsis, and being under, heavy sedation during surgery, and then immediately yoinking him for 6 hours of interrogation, like all of that shit can get thrown out. You can't question people when they're on heavy medication. Like policing 101. So it's
all fucked.
It is. The whole thing's fucked. And now his lawyer got fucking disbarred. And Craig Dale's wife's taken over, and she's like, I don't even understand why it's murder. I mean, I can see them charging manslaughter, but I don't understand why it's murder. And we're gonna get it fixed, blah blah blah. But I'm done. Like, I don't know. I can't get up there and lie. And so I'm refusing to testify. I gave my statement at the scene, and I'm not doing anything else.
So what's Sid gonna say about that if you refuse to testify?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Isn't that kind of curtains on the whole relationship, though?
I don't think he wants me to testify.
Why not?
I don't know. I can't say anything to incriminate him if I don't testify. I just don't want to because I fucking, withheld information in my original statement. I didn't tell them that he asked me to fucking dispose of evidence. I don't know. This whole thing's fucked. And like, I'm loyal. This is what I mean, loyal to a fault.
Yeah, I get it. It's weird how they want to use the lawyer to use your character to kind of embed the truth, but they don't want you to give a statement that makes it look even weirder in the case. I guess the issue is if I use you as on the stand, you can be cross-examined, right? So that's probably what they don't want, is for that to come out.
Well, the prosecution didn't list me as a witness. And then, during discovery, they were like, oh yeah, it was an oversight. We definitely need her on the witness list. And that's when Wessler was like, oh, nope, common law marriage. We object to her being on the witness list. She's got a relationship with them. It could be bias on top of her being a police officer. There's bias. I just don't want to testify. And Imogen said that I could do like a statement and we could do it that way and get an affidavit. But like, at this point, I just want to be like, I exercise my Fifth Amendment rights.
That doesn't look good though, Darla. This is all blowing back on you. I mean, let's put the case aside and whether guilty, innocent, whatever's going to happen with him, all right? Let's forget about that. Let's talk about you. If you exercise your Fifth Amendment rights, albeit they are given rights, as a cop, that's not fucking good, dude. I'm just going to flat out fucking say that. If you think you're getting stink eye currently, I don't know. Me and Dom have spoken a little bit about this other level here. Like on a serious level, not like Chet.
Yeah.
He sees it one or two ways. The rest of them are fucking corrupt, and they look down their nose at you because you ain't. Or they think you might be corrupt, and they ain't. Now, only you can really answer that in your head there, which one might be true. But I'm not sure if you pleading the Fifth is going to please people inside of the fucking department. It looks like you're covering shit up. Just being honest.
Yeah.
I would concern yourself with your life, you know, your values, and do what you think is right. If that happens to align with Sid, cool. But anyone that's expecting you to fucking lie on their behalf to get them out of shit and jeopardize your position ain't worth lying for. Straight the fuck up. Like, it's ain't like you signed up for it, like you were part of like some kind of group or motive or gang or whatever the fuck else you want to call it. Some rodeo, likely with you. This guy. Look at this guy. You know what I mean? Like, the expectation of forcing you like that is, it's fucked. Completely fucked.
Yeah.
It's not fair on you. That's where I'm at with it.
Well,
You want to drop you home really quickly, or have you got time?
I got time.
Okay.
No, I'm not done talking with you. If that's okay.
What was that? Sorry, the fucking.
I said I'm not done talking to you. If that's okay.
It's definitely okay. Let's go get some cover real quick. I need to park this. I technically just bought it, and I should have done a long time ago.
All right.
Let's go over here. Watch out, slippery.
I see that.
But yeah,
So, okay, I'm gonna answer that question that you and Dom were talking about, and fuck. I'm gonna tell you some shit, and you're not gonna believe me, but I swear to God, it's the fucking truth.
I am gonna believe you.
Okay, so I got at the scene. I was literally standing like, if you were me and I was the cop taking my statement, Cameron Michael, the sheriff, came up and was like, Darla, I need to see your hands, right? And he GSR tested me with another officer this fucking close to me, right? Tell me why my GSR test came back positive. I had legitimately been out with Ty Ryder and his girlfriend Sarissa and Max for like 5 hours prior to that. I had not shot my fucking weapon in 5 days. I had not touched a fucking weapon in that long. I mean, maybe probably the day before, getting on duty or whatever. But yeah, positive GSR test.
How long does GSR stick around?
Not that long. Like, I mean, until you wash your hands, maybe. I mean, you could have residue, like an hour.
72 hours on the skin, it's very, very hard to get off. You need certain solutions. Don't ask me why I know this, but you need certain solutions to get that kind of shit off. I don't know about gunpowder out here in Los Santos, but typically 72 hours would be a fair assessment. And if I was your defense attorney, I would definitely say that it is part of your job to handle weaponry.
Yeah. Well, and I did hold
as a professional. So
I did hold Sid's hand.
Results.
Right. So I did hold his hand. You know, I mean, you know.
I'm not sure if it transfers well.
I don't know if it does either.
It doesn't. It's the same thing with like when you shoot someone from close range. You'll have if I shot you from here, there'd be GSR on you, all over you. Like there's no way to stop it. So touching someone's hand that's fired a gun, you might get like a smear of it or a bit of it on your hand, but the explosion of a cartridge is what spreads it, like up your arms, on your wrists, everywhere. So it's not like oh, you got a little bit on you, you're fucked. There's a pattern they need to look for, right? Like, you know, if someone discharged a firearm themselves. So I'd hope they would work up to the investigations of that level to prove your innocence, but
well, let's hope they do.
I need to ask you if you actually shot or did anything. You know, just
no, I didn't. I absolutely didn't. You know, I don't shoot my gun, Finley. I really don't.
Do they keep the swabs from the GSR? They do. Then that's all the proof you need, unless they fucking swab in the evidence locker.
Well, it's in the evidence locker. Guess what else is in the evidence locker? This part is fucking terrible because it makes me look like a horrible cop. It's very, very bad. They took my weapon off me, right? I own one gun, a Glock 45. I bought it the night that I had academy. It's the only gun I use. I use my service weapon off duty. It's the only weapon I carry, right? I only own one fucking gun. Well, I own an SMG too, but it's the only pistol I own. And they took it off me that night, right? Totally fine. I get released. The next day I realize I don't have my gun. I need to go get it back. So I go up to the sheriff. I said, hey, can you meet me at San Diego? I need to get my gun back. He's like, yeah, no problem. I'm waiting outside and it's taking forever. And I'm like, what the fuck? He comes outside. I'm like, all right. And I hold my hand out. And he's like, Darla, I can't give you your gun back. I said, what do you mean? And he said, there's no serial number on your weapon.
According to whom?
I looked in evidence. There's no serial number on that weapon. The only thing I can think of is I took a Glock 45 off a criminal and somehow fucking...
Or they switched to weapons, stitching you up along with the GSR test. That's what came to my mind right away.
Yeah. Disclosure. Full disclosure. Now we wait for him to get back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't really know. It's a lot, dude. Like a lot.
So I'm either completely fucking inept and can't handle processing evidence, and my PD weapon is somewhere in a fucking evidence locker for some fucking crime that I don't even know which one, and I look completely inept, or I'm at a loss.
Mistaken. The evidence locker, some kind of corruption inside the fucking PD. I mean, it could be a lot of things. It doesn't look great, but
No. So when Dom said that, you know, either I'm corrupt and they think that they're better than me, or, you know, they're corrupt and I'm the one that's not, and they're turning their nose down at me, you look at the evidence, they think I'm corrupt. And I'm fucking not. I'm the one trying to make the changes from inside the department.
people don't tend to like that. I've noticed. You try and fix shit from the inside, and they tend to they get a little bit upset. You know what I mean? People like
Yeah.
the way the river's already flowing. That's just kind of human nature.
Yeah.
But honestly, your reputation as is trying to be used by the lawyer, well, the ex-lawyer, disbarred idiot. You got a good reputation. It should be inside the PD. I don't know how it's not better, but it's good everywhere else. I can tell you that. I've never heard a bad word about you, personally. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think the worst I ever heard is just Chet dragging your name, and I told him to stop that.
Well, 424's got some choice fucking words about me, but fuck
Yeah, they
'em.
got some choice words about me as well. Fuck them. They're a bunch of idiots.
Indeed.
Last I checked, I don't care what the fucking sheep say. You know?
Yeah. Are you a lion like me? Can't be bothered with the opinions of sheep.
I feel more like the shepherd. I feel like I got my little staff, and I'm happy just to walk around my crook and, you know, be good with the sheep. But if a wolf wants to come by, I got my shotgun real close.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of them. I think that's.
I ain't either.
I know you're not. But I also don't give a fuck about them enough to do anything about it. I don't want to make mine, because if you. What was it my mum said? If you deal with people like that, they'll lower you to their level and beat you with experience.
I've heard that before. Mm-hmm.
I know how to deal with them. Whenever they bleat out, to send a hit crew to go and scoop them up and fucking kill them one by one. That isn't who I am. That kind of shit consumes your entire life. Who you are, your friendships, your business. You're not free to go anywhere. It is the absolute last thing I could ever want for my life and for me personally.
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta let shit go, even if in your heart of hearts it felt better than you want to admit when you shot one of them.
But now that you know everything, right? Do you see a little bit more why I don't want to fucking testify? I don't want to answer questions about this shit. Why did you test positive for GSR? I don't know. I'm a cop. I should, you know, like I handle my weapon all the time. Like I take it and I put it on my fucking belt when I put my uniform on. Well, why doesn't it have a serial number? I guess I'm a dog shit fucking cop, I guess. I don't know the answer to that question.
And I don't know how to answer that question. I can only answer it as a guy that has moved halfway across the world to start a new life for his own reasons. If I was you, I'd be done with Sid. If I was you, I'd be done with the cops. That's just me personally. But I know you're different. And that's what I'd do. I run from my problems. That's what I've done in the past. So asking me, I'm giving you the opinion of a guy that's done that in his past. Was how to get out of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have some experience running. Don't worry.
Right.
I ain't living in Texas no more.
I'll get that. But, I don't know. The best advice I can give you impartially is I think you should take care of yourself at all costs. I don't think that Sid's proven himself to be worthy of you destroying yourself to protect him. And I think if you really ask yourself, this is really fucked up of me to say so, but I'm going with it. I think if you really ask yourself, do you want to destroy yourself to protect him? The answer is no.
The answer is no.
Yeah. I don't feel that aura from you. I don't get the impression that you give a fuck about him that much anymore.
No, it's self-preservation. You know, I mean, you don't know anything about how I was raised and what happened back home, but I've always had to look out for me. You know, you have to, you know, no one else is going to look out for you. You have to.
Yeah. I don't know. It's dangerous catching a falling knife.
Yeah.
But anything I can do, just let me know.
You're doing it right here, right now. You know what I mean? Just, you don't even know how much this has been eating me up. You know, I tried to talk to Sid about it, and he's like, he blew up. You know, he's like, are we going to fucking have this conversation every day? You know, we either need to get past it or just be done with it.
Yes, my entire life is on the line as yours is. It is predominantly on my mind. Yes, sorry, every day. I would like to cover my emotions. Is that cool? The fuck? It's a weird idea what love is.
Yeah.
Or does he only love you when he's dying?
Right? I don't know. I mean, I can see it's plausible, you know what I mean? Like you think you're going to die, you know, and maybe you have self-realization that you do care about someone and you want to reach out and let them know. It's plausible. But the fucking timing is so goddamn suspect.
Like a criminal finding God on death row, yeah. Suddenly I'm going to heaven. Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah. Never even fucking thought about that.
Fucked up story? You want a fucked up story?
Is it worse than my situation? Please, absolutely.
Yes, it is absolutely worse. There's a guy back home I know. I'll leave his name out of it. He went to jail for 2 murders. He got out in his late 40s. And he became a priest. He's a reverend now. I'm not kidding. At the local church.
Wow.
He found God. Somehow. He was a vicious piece of shit gangster. Killed 2 people. He admits it. He talks about it at sermons. Now, the whole fucking community I came from is very divided on this guy. Some believe him, but none forgive him.
Right.
You understand?
Absolutely.
He is always going to be that guy. So, I don't know.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of. So, maybe he's a bad example. But faith is something people tend to find when they really fucking need it. Speak to anyone that's content, they're probably agnostic, atheist, something like that. You know what I mean? That's why I've never really fucked with it, because I've never really needed it. I'd love to fucking believe in something. Shit, I probably need it, but not enough to, you know.
Well, where I've come from, it's like crazy religious, right? Like, it's just the norm that, you know, the most batshit fucking Christianity stuff that you hear is like common sense to the people that I grew up with. You know, like, oh, absolutely, that's the way it is. There is no other way, you know? And I got to college and I read somewhere, I don't remember who said it, but someone said that organized religion is a crutch for the weak-minded. And it fucking hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, it is. It is a means to control populace.
Yeah, all the while whilst taking money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I believe in the universe. You know what I mean? Like, I just, the fucking stars and the planets, and, you know, that we're just a marble in somebody's fucking game of marbles. You know, we're just a tiny little fucking speck of something that's...
If you're about to die, say you got 5 minutes left to live for whatever reason, nondescript, what do you do with those 5 minutes?
Where am I? Who am I with?
You're by yourself, middle of nowhere.
You
got everything you have on you now. What do you do?
Probably smoke a cigarette and think about all the fucking good times that I've had and important people in my life. You know? Not gonna waste time trying to make a bunch of phone calls or nothing. I got 5 minutes. I just want to kind of relish the memories that I have in case I don't get to keep them.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're telling me you don't just text someone?
Where would I start? My brothers?
No. You start with a girl you barely want to commit to. See what I'm saying? Did that ever cross your mind?
No.
Because if I had them 5 minutes, I think I'd call the person that meant the most to me. It might be my mum, or, you know, if I'm lucky enough, it might be my woman at the time. Maybe I'll split the calls in the two. I don't know how I'd do it, but I know what I want to do is talk to the person that meant the most to me, knowing I'm leaving them behind. I wanted to say thank you. If I had the time, that's what I want to do. I wouldn't just text them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, when you really think about shit, I'm fucking cynical, Darla, like, you know that, but when you really think about what people want, and when you piece together what they've done, shit starts to line up ugly. You know, and it ain't always true, it ain't fucking foolproof, but it does make you very fucking cautious of people. And now that you've experienced what you do in that 5 minutes, or at least thought about it to experience it, and I have, I call bullshit. I do. I call bullshit. Why don't you make the phone call?
Why don't you tell me the night before? You know?
Yeah. It might have been fucky timing for him. I'll give him that credit, but holy fuck. Cool. Make the call.
Yeah. Now it's just like, I just want the fucking trial to be over. You know, I had a conversation with Dazzler and Rosanna like a month ago, right? Because I understand that, you know, Water and Power only pays so much, and I understand that, you know, you can do 20 minutes worth of work and make 10 times the fucking money, and that's tempting. Money motivates a lot of people. Like I told you earlier, it's not a motivator for me, but it motivates a lot of people. I understand the draw of it. But I didn't quite grasp how Dazzler was able to have a relationship with a criminal. You know, how does that work? And so I literally asked him if he would meet me off duty, and he did. And they dedicated probably 2 hours and let me pick their fucking brain about it. How in the hell does that work? And I got the gist, you know. I don't necessarily believe everything they told me. You know, they said, you know, he keeps his job to him, she keeps her jobs to her, and, you know, they kind of meet in the middle, and she only talks about crime if she's already been sentenced for it and he doesn't know anything. And I don't fucking believe that. They're getting married. You know what I mean? They are sharing information. And that's fine. That's between them. I'm not going to fault them for it. But, you know, they make it work. And I kind of came to the realization that, you know what, for the right person, I think I'd be willing to make that work. As long as it's not violent. You know? Like, I'm not trying to compromise my morals. You know, traffic stuff, fine. You want to be a fucking street racer? Go for it. You know what I mean? Like, just don't kill nobody. I'm not a fan of, you know, putting a gun to someone's head and making them be a hostage. That's terrible. That's traumatic. You don't know how someone's going to react to that. That could fucking influence the rest of their lives. That one moment. I don't like that. But I was willing, you know, if he, and I didn't tell him this. I did not fucking have this conversation with Sid. But in my mind, I'd already made up that if he decided to go, you know, the less lawful route, that, you know, I'd be willing to put up with it. And then the first thing he fucking does is kill someone. And now I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. He got mad because I told him that I wasn't sure if we could survive him being a felon. Hi, I'm, you know, hoping to be one day Sergeant DeFalco, and this is my boyfriend, the felonious Sid Cohen. The fuck? So yeah, I'm being loyal, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
I think you are. You've made it this far. I don't know what else you can do to prove it. Not like you've been up to no good behind his back, you know what I mean? You've kept boundaries with people. The way I see it, people always talk about relationships, compromise is the key to happiness. I think that's fucking nonsense. I think finding the right fit is where it's at. If you have to compromise with somebody, they don't really care about you too much, do they? That's always been my opinion.
No, I kind of share that.
Effortless with, you know. And if
exactly.
You do, the second you got to compromise with someone, darling, resentment grows. It might take 10 years, 20 years. I don't fucking know. I've never been married, but you will definitely resent somebody in the end. Because if you stop someone from being who they are, they're only going to go do it behind your back. You can't stop a tiger from being a tiger. You won't stop a penguin from being a penguin. It's just the way people are. It's how we're cut. Yeah, people can change, right? But if you force them to change, it doesn't usually end very well. Once you start compromising too much, your beliefs, shit like that, you just become a shell of yourself or miserable. And yeah, okay, some people don't end up resenting, they end up just cracking and becoming a shittier version of themselves. But let me ask you this. Would you ever want to make someone to fit what you want?
No. And I've told them this. I don't ever want to change anybody who they are at their core. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah, 100%.
The only thing your significant other should change is maybe like your dress habits, or you know what I mean? Like, maybe, you know, cleaning up after yourself or something stupid like that, but not who you are as a fucking person.
I'd still argue you don't need to compromise that. Just you should want to make that effort. It's not about compromising. It's about if things are good enough, if you know it makes them happy, you'll do it. I think compromise is the wrong word for it.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like compromise. It just feels like the way it should be done. You know, it's
absolutely.
You do it for them because you love them.
You do it for them because you love them, exactly. And that's what love is it's doing things unconditionally, right? Unconditionally. That's the key to it. People seem to forget that so fucking quick. Shouldn't even come into the thought process. What's
Yeah.
that frown for?
I just,
Shit hurts, yeah, I know.
yeah. You know, and then you hear, you know, stories of people, you know, it's, you got to stick through the bad times, this, that, and the other. It's like, well, when it's good, it's great, but when it's bad, is it supposed to be this fucking bad? You know, am I just not
You shouldn't be
willing to
arguing.
fucking fight for this because it gets too hard, or, you know?
Yeah, you shouldn't be fighting. You should be as close as can be at this point. Like, I don't know. I feel like a little bit of a fucker, given like saying shit like that, given the situation. But it is how I feel as your friend. I promise you that. I would say the
appreciate
same
it.
shit to you if it wasn't any other way, right?
Well, I don't want my friends to ever tell me something that, you know, they think I want to hear. You know what I mean? Like,
And I'm trying to honour that, but I keep catching myself like, is that Finn that wants to go on a date with Darla saying that, or is that Finn saying that? 'Cause I need to be. I don't want to dishonour you like that, right? I am saying that as your mate.
I appreciate that you are being cognitive of that.
Right, but before I was holding back because I didn't want to seem like that guy that was kind of twisting your arm.
No, I get it. But
So it's
I
a
don't,
weird position, you know, for me. That's all.
yeah. And I'm sorry that you're in that position. You know, like,
No,
I don't
be.
want you to
No,
have to be in that position, but I appreciate
It's
the
an
fact you're
enjoyable
willing to put
position
yourself.
still. No, it still is okay.
I appreciate you're willing to put yourself there. Cause I do, I do like you a lot. Really do.
I don't have to have, you know, someone in that way to still reap the benefits of their company. You understand that? It's not like a deal breaker for me. You know, I still care about you in different ways, right? You know, in very similar ways, I'd say, but it doesn't really change shit for me. Like, shit, you and Sid could break up and you can go on a date with somebody else. It doesn't change that I'd be here on the same porch saying the same shit. I promise you. That I'll cross my heart on that.
Well, thank
All I
you.
care about is you, Darla. I think you're an astounding person. I really do. You got a great mind and a great heart. I am getting a little bit annoyed, but people are trying to fuck with that a little bit. I will say that. I don't really have an angry side, but when I do it does boil. And I do see you getting pushed around a little bit. That's kind of why I've just decided, fuck it, I'm just going to say what's going on. That, and I did also kind of promise you to always speak my mind, but...
Yeah, please don't. You need to call me on my bullshit. I want friends that do that.
Get yourself
If I'm being
out of
fucking
this.
stupid, then fucking tell me I'm being stupid.
I think you're being stupid.
Yeah.
I think you just need to look at all of this objectively, and you need to decide if you don't want to be a cop, then this is a lot easier. And if you don't want to be with Sid, this is a lot easier. But the situation is, it's kind of fucking dire. I'm not going to lie. Because we've either got to commit perjury, or you've got to fuck everything over with Sid. Those are your actual choices. Really. That's it. And I don't think you want to commit perjury.
No.
It would be a compromise of who you are. And I don't think that Sid should expect you to be any different. I'm astounded that he's asked you to do that, given what your values are of what you do for a living and what you uphold. It's mind-blowing. I know shit happens like in the moment, but I keep coming back to this same fucking moment where if it was self-defense, he never needed to fucking say that to you.
Yeah. Exactly.
It never will cross my mind.
And that's what I said. I was like, if self-defense, we can't touch like, we need to get the cops here so they can see everything the way it is.
Right. But go deeper than that. Now I'm thinking why he's texting you and not calling you because the motherfucker's busy, right? Thought about that? Quick to send a text. You're not hearing what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he leading you down the fucking path here? I really don't know. My cynical brain starts running when I start thinking this way. Is he dating a cop to use a cop to get away with shit like this? Is the water and power thing, is it all a fucking lie?
See, I need you to think of stuff like this because I don't think of stuff like this.
How deep does this go?
Fuck.
I know he has connections in worlds that I have. I'll say that.
I know he does too. He was trying to convince me that you're a criminal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, Darla, you want to hear it? I have committed crimes in Los Santos. I sold some drugs when I first got here. I sold 100 bags of weed when I first got here. That was the first thing I did. Second day I got here. And I went, fuck that. And I made a life of myself. And I've done everything I can to stay legal as I can. And I do drive fast. I did street race this week.
Did you win?
I actually did, yeah. Didn't bet, sadly, but I did win. And do I rub shoulders with some people like that do shit like that? Yes. But it's not my goal. I'm not going to be swayed like a fucking sheep to do shit I don't want to do. I've never hit a warehouse. I've never fucking, done Bobcat or Humane Labs or any of that shit. It's not who I am. It's not ever what I'm going to be. I've never even robbed a fucking general store, for God's sake. Done a whole lot of fucking towing.
You need to stop. You need to stop. You're selling yourself, okay? You're fucking selling yourself to me right now.
Look, I'm just honest about it, Darla. I'm just honest, right? I mean, the guy's trying to paint me as a criminal. What the fuck? He doesn't know shit about me. He doesn't know nothing.
That's what I said. Like, you don't even know him. He's like, oh, I know. I can get you proof. I'm like, what? I don't fucking care.
What
it's
he's trying to rat me out while he's murdering people. Okay, bud.
He's intimidated by you. I told you we fought about you because I lied about you.
Oh my God.
When you called me and we were up at the Vinewood sign, we had that conversation and you were like, "Oh, you're on a date? Well, I'm gonna keep you on the phone." And I was giggling, whatever.
Yeah,
it's no big deal.
I did that on purpose. I'm sorry. That was the dark side of me coming out there. I did that to fuck with him. I want to show you who he is.
I didn't care, right? But you did. It worked. You absolutely did.
I know.
So I hung up the phone.
I can see what he's doing. I've met 100 guys like him before. They're all cookie cut the fucking same.
I took a picture and I sent it to you. And he looked at me and said, "Did you just take a picture?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Who'd you send it to?"
Oh my God.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "You just sent a picture. Who'd you send it to? Did you send it to Finley?" And I said, "No."
Oh shit! What? You got
because
guilty and told him?
Like 5 minutes later, I was like, "Yeah, I lied to you. I did send it to Pig." And he's like, "Why did you lie to me?" Like, because you were fucking so accusatory and so like insecure about it, and there's no reason to be insecure about it. Finley and I we've never crossed any lines. We are, by all appearances, just friends. I mean, I know how I feel, and I think you've said how there is definitely something there, but we are not crossing that line.
No. We're not.
So we are just friends. Exactly.
Right.
I mean, the first time we touched, you locked pinkies with me earlier. It's the first time I've ever.
I'm aware. I didn't want to disrespect you, or I don't know. I'm a firm believer of a thing called catching feelings. I believe in auras, and people give shit like that, and I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. There's actually been scientific studies. If you like You ever heard about people that sleep together that aren't friends? Not like, I don't mean have sex. I mean, if you sleep like near someone, like, hormonally speaking, scientifically speaking, it does affect. That's why friends with benefits doesn't work. It's a science, but that's
Yeah.
not. This is gone way deep, not what I mean.
No, I know what you mean.
What I mean is
keeping
I'm
arm's
keeping
length.
boundaries.
Exactly.
Keeping boundaries. I don't want to get deeper in it, and I don't want to make you deeper in it, and I don't want to disrespect you. Is probably my priority, but
You gotta protect yourself too.
right. And I'd much rather have a fucking guaranteed friendship with you than a attempted with something else. You know what I mean? I don't need you in that way to, to be happy.
Right.
I'm okay by myself. I'm okay with you as a friend. I always will be. Plus I'm a criminal, so I'm very busy with all that. Working at
Well, you know
CIO.
what though? You know what?
Yeah, what's that?
So before I was a cop, this is something you don't know. Before I was a cop, my brother Dallas, he's the next oldest one in the family. He and I are like peas and carrots. He's 8 years older than me. And he's I wouldn't call him a criminal, but he dances on the line of the law, right? He likes cars. He likes to drive fast, And we used to go around in his car and he would fucking just haul ass and I would laugh and giggle. And I was just a little kid, And then as I got older, I used to ride with him when I was a teenager during his street races. And I fucking loved it.
It's a good time.
And I might have pictured myself sitting shotgun during a race with you. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Honestly, I would take you, honestly. You might have to wear a mask or be something like that just so you don't get in trouble. But I've had a new idea about that whole thing anyway. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Go-kart track as my business.
Ooh.
Something for everybody, right? What I've come to realise is I've been trying to organise races in that underground area that I showed you. And it's just street racing, and a lot of people around here just want the real thing. They either are idiots or they want to just bring their $2 million car to a 200 grand car race, and they won't buy a 200 grand car to be in the class or whatever. So I'm just going to supply the fucking vehicles, is what I thought. And when I was like, well, that just sounds like go-kart racing now. And that would be cool. It'd be like, people going bowling. I was like, well, shit, that just sounds like I'm still around.
Bowling is very popular.
Yep. And as would go-karts be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Change the course every week. Have you ever seen that collection of, as weird as it sounds, couches and cabinets down by the docks on Buccaneer Way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine if I got an area up here in the middle of nowhere, a little bit of concrete put down, a couple of bridges and flyovers and shit, and the rest of it I could just make with tires arranged like that. Just change it every week. Just put a new course down every week.
That'd be
come
fun.
by and yeah, I think so. That'd be fucking right. People can come by and just whenever they want, and like the mini golf. We still got the mini golf. What the fuck?
Yeah, we do.
I guess I did get shot.
You did get shot.
I did.
It's on whenever you're ready to do that. I have not gone back and practiced or anything, so.
Nor have I. We nearly did. I won't lie to you. I nearly did.
Oh, really? We're gonna bet, and you're gonna have all this practice under your belt.
Yeah, I'm sure Sid's got the evidence of me nearly going back. You can probably get it from him.
Oh man.
I can't believe he said that. I'm fucking dumbfounded. That is fucked.
It just shows he's insecure.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, but I don't know. Again, it comes back to the whole. My belief on that shit is, would you ever check someone's phone in a relationship? Be honest.
Fuck no.
Nor would I.
Fuck
Nor would
no.
I. The second you start doing that kind of shit, it's such a breach of trust, right?
If I don't even look up people's records. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Because as a cop, I have access to all of that, and it's so fucking egregious in breach of trust.
Yeah, I think I would look up a record of someone I was looking today. I will say that, but I would never go through someone's phone and violate them like that. And you know what the net result of being that person to do it is? You're gonna push them to put something on that phone that they shouldn't have eventually. Like if you can't stop someone from being who they're gonna be.
If it gets to the point where you feel like you have to look at their phone, you already don't trust them, and the relationship is doomed.
It's doomed. Absolutely. Fucking it's over. No,
Yeah.
I've offered my phone to every single person I've ever dated, and every single one of them that took it, when they found nothing, they go, "Oh, okay, it's cool." I went, "It's over." Every time.
Yeah.
I went, "That was a breach of my trust." And now that you know that I'm trustworthy, I'm out of here. I know that you ain't.
Exactly.
People that do that tend to be the fucking violators, honestly.
No, I'm the person, like, if I'm driving and I get a phone call, I hand my phone to you and be like, hey, can you answer this for me? Like I'm fucking driving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to hide like that, but if you're going to ask for it, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Speaking of legal endeavors, I do actually have bad news for you from the Crypto Keeper.
Uh-oh.
I may have to return your investment. It's up to we've actually put like 360 grand, I think. I haven't been keeping you up to date. I apologize on that.
That's all right.
Busy. But what I will say is there's been sanctions put in place by the government on Umbra. It's a whole thing. Fucking Charles Prince is part owner of Umbra, and he's got the nines, and now he's out with a fucking ankle bracelet, and he's been felony corruption. So not only am I not investing any coins, while the guy that owns the company or part owns it is being invested for felony corruption, because that's not smart to put your money in something that may collapse. They've also put like a limit on how many times you can buy and sell per day, right?
Right.
So it's 5 times now. So I have been moving enough coins, not hitting Bobcat or warehouses and just working at CLA. I think I'm getting a promotion there, by the way. That's another conversation another time. But
Oh, nice.
yeah. What was I saying? I'm basically trading so many coins that I can't use the 5. Like I can't trade. You understand?
Oh, no. Yeah, it's too much.
They put a limit of 25 coins per trade and 5 trades per day. Because people that were whales were taking the piss, and they were doing like 800 coins and making 20 million, right?
Jesus.
Right. So they've basically crushed my business in the process, because obviously I'm holding your money, I'm holding other people's money and my money, and we're all going in together. I just don't. I have 2 options. I can keep your money and return other people's investments, or I can, and this is kind of what I thought I might end up doing, I want to speak to you about it first, is I can delegate that money to employees of a Crypto Keeper business, and I have them use their 5 trades a day on a laptop I have to buy for them, and they will have to juggle your money on my behalf and give me daily updates that I pass on to you.
Well, how about this? How about you employ me and you just, instead of you doing it for me, you just tell me how to do it. I do have a laptop.
Okay. That would be literally the same as you juggling your own money, but okay. All right, you're employed. Because I need people I can trust,
Yeah.
That's because I'm going to be handing around like $1 million to people, and you see a guy driving a Greenwood saying, "Hire me, Finn. I look young. I wasn't born yesterday."
Right.
So people like you, I'm very comfortable giving my money to. All right, we'll sort that out another time. There's no immediate rush on it. Crypto it's currently a no-no, considering Charles. So.
Right. Okay.
But I did make you a fuck ton of money this week before.
You made me a shit ton of money. I mean,
you're up. I need to do the calculations, but I bought at 38, sold at 45. I bought at 35, sold at 45, and I basically made you. Well, it's 300 grand. I could do the math right now. Will you do the math right now? Won't take me long.
If you want to.
Sure. You keep talking to me while I do it.
What if I just like standing here looking at you doing math?
Sure. If you want to see a nerd doing math, this is peak times. 300 divided by 38,000. That's 7.89 coins. Times that by 45. I'll run out of room. Okay, so I turned on my first investment. I turned 300 grand into 355,050 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to take 5% off of that because that's what would have been the fee on cashing out and cashing in, and then my 15%. So minus 20%. So 20% of that is not 71,000, is it?
Yeah. 20% of 100 is 20. Times 3 is 60. Plus some is another 11.
Oh,
Yep.
hold on. I fucked you there because I've done 20% of the total amount, not the profit. That's where I fucked up. I was like, I've just lost your money. I'm stealing. Hold on. So 55,000. Okay, divided by 20, or actually divided by 15. The 5% is the max amount. So this is see how this is complicated. 350,000 divided by 5.
Yeah, no, math has never been my strong suit. I'm absolutely team write a fucking 10-page report in an hour and a half. English brained for the fucking win.
Okay, so we lost 17,500 bucks in fees. Okay, that's
Okay.
gone. So that takes 355 minus 17.5. That's 17.5, you fucking idiot. Okay, so that means 37,500. So 337,000. So the first trailer I made you 37,500. So I need to take.
Okay.
Oh, I made you technically 37,500. So I need to take 15% of that, which is basically pennies. 37,500 divided by 100. 375 times that by 15. So of that, I keep 5,700 bucks. So yeah,
That
I made
it?
you like, yeah, yeah. It was definitely it. That was only a small bump, but I did 2 of them. So that's my first cut, and so you've made like 30 grand on the first one, yeah.
Okay.
So after it's the 5% of the whole amount that kind of really squashes my profits and hurts your profits too. So the next one was, so now we're putting in 330,000 worth of coins. And then we're going to divide that by 35,000. That comes in at 9.42 coins. So I made you just over 2.2 coins on that one trade. Okay, so you're at 9.42857. We'll call it 9.4, just, because it's easier. So then I traded out at 45. So 9.42 times 45,000 equals 423,900. So I've turned your 300 grand now into 423 grand. We need to divide that by 100. That's 4,239. Times that by 5 for the 5% fees. That's 21,195. So you're down to like what, 395? 395,000. And your profit now is 95,000.
Big into this.
So I would take my 5% of that, which is like literally 5 grand again. So I take 10 grand for the 2 transactions, and you're up to 389,000. So I made you 89 grand this week.
Jesus.
There you go.
That's
So my cut is 10 grand.
That's fucking hot. All of that you just did, that was hot.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was.
Thank you. A lot of people call me a nerd, but honestly, all those doubters have been coming to me and going, Finn, Teach me crypto. Yep.
Nerds are sexy.
I would like to think that this whole entire like embargo they've been putting down was on me, and I went to Dazzle and go, "Hey, do you think it was me working with you and other people to influence people to buy and sell?" And he just started laughing. It's absolutely to do with you, Finn. So profits aren't going to be as crazy and easy as they were coming before, but still, it's not a bad amount.
Hey, you made a killing.
Grand. I did. Do you want it returned now, or do you want me to keep hold of it for now? It's up to you.
No, you can keep hold of it.
All right.
I'll grab a house payment off of it in 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Okay.
In between 2 and 3 weeks. I think like 16 days or so.
I will keep you in a know about if I need to return the money, and we'll set up the whole. I'll teach you all of that shit, and it'll be real easy.
Okay.
I probably should have taken more money than Dom's advertised. Everyone else gets 20% taken. You get 15, but yep, definitely not a lot of profit in it for me. You know.
You are adorable. You know that?
I know.
I'm glad you know. Because you are.
I would do anything not to be one of these fucking muppets running around warehouses. Anything. I didn't know fuck all about crypto when I got here. Not a fucking thing. Not a thing.
But you're smart enough to figure it out and make it fucking work for you.
I will do anything to, get what I want sometimes. That sounded way darker than I meant it. But what I don't want is...
I'm not going to tell you where my head went for that.
Right, yeah, I just realised it made it seem like I'm some devious bastard. But really what I mean is,
No, I know what you mean.
I don't want my life going like that.
Fuck. Preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I get it. Nearly fucking ruined friendships with Dom and everyone just to not get involved in that shit again, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm glad I can tell you that they all kind of came around.
I'm glad they did too. It's not a life you want to get sucked into. It's a never-ending cycle of fucking violence. The only way people get out of that is dying, you know?
Yeah, we want to know something fucked up that I did. I think I told you already. That I had someone that basically said they can organise a meeting with me and the two gang leaders so that I could talk sense into them. And they'd pull the little low-level fucks that were doing this shit away from it.
Yeah.
So when I was offered that meeting, I declined them both.
Really?
Yep.
How come?
I wanted the boys to feel the weight of their actions. And I didn't want to do anything about their say-so. And I told them to their face that I can still make that meeting. All they got to do is say, please.
Did
It's
they?
fucked up. Yeah, they did. It's fucked up. But I said, last time I suggested I do this, you all called me a pussy. So I didn't want to do shit about finding out what you boys are all planning. So how many of you got yourselves killed and fucking start flagging up and wearing masks everywhere? Any of you down for that? No, Finley. I was like, all right, cool. So do you want me to take this meeting in and try and speak sense and diplomacy to people? Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I suggested this before we went and got shot.
Right.
I talked to some idiots.
Thanks for finally seeing the fucking light.
Yeah.
So happy I had to get shot for that to happen.
Yeah, a couple of them were still throwing a little bit of shade at me. And that was when I dropped them with the line of the ones that followed you without questioning you were just fucking sheep, spineless. Sorry I questioned your, what we're not supposed to do, not go and talk to them. I said, I have better way. We didn't want to talk to them, we wanted to talk to the people that control them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk to some low-level idiot, like people that put fucking bounties on you and shit. You're not going to reason with them. You got to talk to the people that pull their strings.
Right.
Anyway, it don't really matter now. As I understand, I think those gangs are plenty busy killing each other. So
That's what I heard.
yeah, 424s and some shit. But I heard FM is like falling apart. So
I'm fighting with Green Gang.
FM is?
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard today.
Who the fuck is Green Gang?
Like
Oh, not the demonic ones, the green
The-
demons.
no, the like forum.
Oh, really?
CGF?
CGF?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're back now, aren't they? That fucking guy came back. Yikes.
Yep.
So FM on CGF, and what's 424 doing? Honestly, I've stayed.
424 and the fucking what are their names? The baby blue bikers are
Aztecas?
the Aztecas are fucking thick as thieves. So those two are rolling
100%.
together.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes is right. It's the fucking blind leading the blind if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. I thought 44 might be caught up in some shit. I don't know.
It might be.
Who knows? I know UK are coming back. Hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they've been going around leaving notes on one of my friends' doors that live up in Morningwood. We just want to talk. Yep.
I was actually running through your fucking apartment complex earlier today.
My apartment complex. Have you seen my place?
Yeah, I met you over there before we went to the drag strip.
It's right above Vape World,
Yeah.
where 424 sit.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
And they use our garage area as like a place to do burnouts on their dirt bikes. And used to
Oh, my
ramp up
Lord.
by our house and jump down to Vape World
Oh,
for 4
God.
hours a day.
So when you moving?
As soon as Dom wants to let it go, I'm going to buy my own place somewhere. I don't know. Me and Dom kind of shook hands on everything, and I was like, look, bro, with respect, you're leading your life in a way I don't want to. Not that he's like, shooting anybody or anything like that, but I want nothing to do with like what he gets into. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, but I'm not the guy that wants to do that shit. I pushed 100 bags. I felt what that felt like. Never again.
Yeah.
It's easy money. I get it. I do get it, but
yeah, that's what they say.
I'm fucking above it. I'm above it.
It's
I
good.
I can make easier money being legal. Why the fuck would I break the law?
Yeah. You know why I became a cop? Did I ever tell you?
With bated breath, or wait to hear it again.
The cops were a constant presence in my childhood. And some members of my family, mainly my mom and pa, would not consider them a good presence. See, my daddy got real into methamphetamine. Drug my mom down to the point where they were just gone, out on benders. They'd come back to the tribe. Full disclosure, Darla's trailer trash, grew up in a fucking trailer, right? And they'd come back to the trailer, and sleep for fucking days, get up, be angry with each other, withdrawing, fighting, cussing up a storm, throwing shit, hitting each other. It was fucking bad. It was all fucking bad. And the cops would get called. My older brother ended up trying to, get daddy away from mama or get mama away from daddy. I mean, I watched my mom try and kill my dad several fucking times. And when I was younger, I'd hide under the bed and I could hear the sirens coming and I'd see the lights coming in through the window. And it just gave me this just peace that would wash over me because I knew that they were coming to take that stressful situation away and they were going to handle shit and they were going to make it stop, make the yelling and the screaming and the banging and the trailer shaking. They're going to make it stop. And it was going to be normal for a little while. And I wanted to do that for other people. I wanted to be the one to come and take their stressful situation off their fucking shoulders and they would know that I'm there to handle it. And they ain't got to deal with the brunt of that no more. That's why I became a cop. I fucking hate meth. I've watched meth destroy my fucking family. And I'm so happy that my siblings and I are so goddamn close. Because my brothers, when I say my brothers raised me, my brothers legitimately fucking raised me. My oldest brother was 19 when I was born. And I was born in the Denton Women's Correctional Facility. Darla the cop was born in a women's prison. If that ain't fucking poetic.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's something I do not tell people.
Wow. That's fucking wild.
Mm-hmm. And at 19 years old, he took custody of me. He had no fucking clue how to raise a baby. But him and my brothers figured it out. You know? And I was probably raised as a fucking boy for the first 10 years of my life. You know? Awkward.
I definitely pick up on that. Like you definitely are. And I'll put this. Not that you're not feminine, but you do have a toughness that isn't typically a given for every woman. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You box people, for fuck's sake. That's not atypical. You know what I mean?
I'm not a lady. I've never felt like a lady before. You know.
No, I saw you in a red dress once, where I thought you were a lady, very ladylike.
Stumbling,
Yeah.
almost falling.
Yeah.
I do like dresses. I do like wearing sundress. I wear sundress all the time.
I've never seen you look bad, darling. You've been wearing your sweats.
And thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it. Just don't hit me, please.
Consent is sexy. I would not ever hit you unless you consented to me doing so.
I will box you one day.
Okay.
100%.
All right. I'm down.
When things are better and you've got a little bit of time, you can drag me out to like some backyard in the middle of fucking wherever you want, and we'll put knuckles up.
Okay.
Yep.
The date.
Cool. Can't wait. Future date.
Not the date you envision though, huh?
No, it's not. Sadly.
Well, if it's a date, then I promise to maybe kiss your boo-boos better.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
But yeah, it's like that's where I'm coming from. So when you say you're not about drugs, here is my heart. Can I just hand it to you, because that's like music to my ears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't pushed a bag since then, so.
And I don't even fucking care about weed. You know what I mean? Like that
I
came from the
smoke weed
ground. It's
occasionally.
whatever.
I smoke weed every now and then, but rarely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've smoked less than 5 joints my entire life. I think I smoked 3. But
Yeah.
I do like the lava cakes that they sell at Blaze It. They're delicious, and they make me feel fuzzy. Everything's just kind of fuzzy. But what I was actually going to tell you is, before I diverted into that because of what you said about drugs, before I bought my house, I wanted to buy an apartment. This one apartment complex has these apartments that are phenomenal, right? But they're always sold. There's never any available. And my real estate agent actually called me after I'd bought my house and said, "Hey, Darla, your dream apartment's available. Do you want it?" And I didn't have the money at the time. And so my roommate Kapua actually bought it. And it is technically supposed to be mine once I pay her back for it. She got fired from BCSO, and she is out of town right now for like a month or so. Went to go visit her family. But I do have keys to the apartment. And so I do stay there sometimes. But I was going to tell you, do you want to come look at it? Because the apartments in town are nice, but there's hidden gems. And I think this apartment you might really fucking like. You might want to put your name on the list. It's right
on Eclipse.
It is. It is on Eclipse. Have you seen them?
I've seen that little place, right before the corner turns to the right. Right, if you're heading west, up towards the
Eclipse
hills.
Towers. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, I've seen them before.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about them before, more like.
Oh, you've not been in them?
No.
Well, let's go right now.
Let's go right now. Okay. Say less. Let's go.
Ooh, It is still slippery.
I told you.
No, it's just falling for you. Sorry.
Oh, here she goes. Coming out with the cheese now, are we?
Hey, I don't know if you. I don't think I told you, but I absolutely used your muffler line. How
Which
the police.
line? Which line was that?
When I was talking about the cops and the tires getting stolen and them working tirelessly, and you were like, "No, they stole the mufflers. That they're exhausting their resources."
Was that me? I don't think that was me, Darla. I think
It
you've got
was.
more-
No, I think it was you. And it was me, you, and Chet, and y'all were fucking coming up with all sorts of different things.
I
promise
think,
you.
honestly, I don't want to make this sound worse than it is. I think that might be someone else, Darla.
Wow.
I would never make such a shitty joke as mufflers. I wouldn't even say mufflers. I'd say exhaust. I'd say exhausted.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Maybe you misremembered it. Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's what you said.
Muffler's an American
Exhaust.
word. It's a dirty
Right.
word. Muff back home means something completely different. You can't say that word back. Oh, you mean you can say that word back home, just not in front of your mum.
I think I know what it means. I'm not going to ask, so I think I know what it means.
Go on.
Let me
You can
mark it
say.
for
You can say what it means.
you. Like,
Vagina.
yeah,
There you go. I said it for you.
you did.
Was that so difficult? Why are you being so coy? The word vagina. What the fuck? You just had one of the most difficult conversations you could possibly have between two people. And you're struggling with vagina. Jesus Christ.
I know. It's late. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I can just drop you off if you want. I mean, I realise it was crazy late.
No, it's all right. I want to show you this.
All right. So is this place for sale or
It
what's
is
the deal with
not. It is not. There's 22 apartments. It is not for sale right now, but it is the ability to see what's out there and put your name
Okay.
on the list, or check. There's people that
Yeah.
go to the apartment complex and go through all 22 just to see if there's one available. And the best thing, the fucking apartment's $208,000. That's it. And it is the
What?
best apartment in the city.
How
Yeah.
much garage space is there? 2?
3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I would need would be an apartment. Not anything crazy.
It's fully furnished. There's art on the walls. The fucking counter in the kitchen is like underlit. It's gorgeous. There's a fireplace. I love it. I love it. I would sell my house in a fucking heartbeat for it. But I do like the view.
Why don't you then?
I do like the view.
Oh, it's up high, is it?
Well, I mean, I like the view
I
from my
have-
backyard.
Oh, okay. Because I have vertigo, so if I've got like a glass panel wall on one side of it, like there's half the room I can't even use, just right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have really bad vertigo.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't see it then.
I don't know. If you say it's worth it, it's probably worth it, right?
I think it's worth it.
Okay, let's go see it then.
Yeah, because it does have floor-to-ceiling windows in the living room.
Okay.
Oh, watch out. Looks like there's a skateboard in the middle of the road.
I will avoid it at all costs. Hey, did you see that the bank over here got robbed today?
I was at the bank when it got robbed.
Really?
I was standing outside the side entrance, up against the wall.
I was at the cantina at the time and I saw it on Bleater.
Yep. I was responding to that. Showing my probie what it looked like, and we went inside and we cleared it and all of that.
Did you get them?
I got some of them. I think, judging
I
by
have a
who we
feeling-
got, I think it was skate park crew.
100%. Okay. Yeah.
We got Paolo, what's his name?
Wait, Paolo was there?
Well, he
was the one
got
bleeding out the
scooped up.
pictures.
Yeah, he got scooped. He went and scooped up some people. He was like a getaway driver when they fucked up their vehicle. He's a pickup.
Oh.
He didn't get charged with bank robbery, but he got charged with aiding and abetting. And
Which means he carries the full weight of all those other charges, doesn't
no, because he wasn't anywhere near the bank.
he?
It was like 40 minutes into the chase.
Okay, there's a picture of him on Bleeter across from the bank saying it's being hit right now. You know, I made this Bleeter account called Rip Bozo, and it was just supposed to be an account where I just basically re-bleat idiot criminals that say stupid shit and do stupid shit. Is it where's the parking here?
To the left. In between them yellow thingies.
So someone to, oh okay.
Just
that's pretty
yeah,
good
just
size.
yeah, you can just pull in. Right here's fine.
And let me tell you, people that brag about the crimes they do like this are so fucking tiresome. I know that guy
Stupid
was held
criminals.
against as well at Humane Labs, but I really don't like the guy. Like, come on, bro, grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, for them, crime is just fun, you know? Like, it's just weird to me.
It is
They're all
fucking
millionaires,
weird.
but they're still fucking doing dumb shit. Like, what the fuck?
Right?
Have you not achieved what you wanted in life?
Alright, it's number 9. It's unlocked.
Okay. Oh my. This is in. Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
Well, oh no.
Oh. Well, now I want this, Darla. What the fuck? Why would you show me this?
So that you can have it one day. You didn't know you wanted it until you saw it.
But I can't because this is like buying an import from Skrilla. Or like the 8 rich people in the city buy all of them and then put them in their garages and don't fucking let them go.
Hey, this one came up.
Okay. Because someone knew someone. I don't have vertigo because there's a ledge right there, so it's not a deal breaker. I'm okay.
Alright.
If I was on the edge, it would be bad. But that little lip means that I don't feel.
Well, that's good then. Yeah, you can see my house from here.
Like where?
Alright, see the 2 white rectangle roof pieces?
Yes, I see that.
Right behind that, that's my house.
Oh yeah, I recognise the fucking little the balcony, the pool area. The little side pit we walked down.
Yep.
It's
So
that
then
Alex guy, that fucking skateboarder nerd.
look at the fucking, I mean, the TV and like all, she didn't decorate that. This all came with the fucking place.
Yeah, I believe it. No, it's really nice.
So it's technically a 2-bedroom. You have a bedroom office type thing over here. That you could very easily stick a bed in, but it's definitely more of an office feel to it.
Yeah, I will just be doing my crypto right here and
Right.
storing my firearms over there, I guess, or one of them.
Right, the singular one I own.
Yes, the one that I keep on me at all time.
Right, that you have no reason to store because it's on you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would take this over a house. Literally, I'm just going to pay my house off and sell it.
Yeah, this is. Oh shit.
Right?
Some story. A big
Right.
walk-in closet.
Don't, and then here's the bathroom. This is probably my favorite room.
Oh, this is actually really nice.
Right?
It's well lit.
Right? It's like cozy.
Yep. Yeah, I like this quite a lot.
All right, and then the piece de la resistance. Look at this fucking bedroom. You can't get out to the patio and you can't lift up the blinds anymore, but oh my lord. $208,000.
fuck, I paid 254 for what I've got. Well, I went halvesing on it, but this seems ridiculous.
Right. So what you do is when you ain't doing nothing, you come over here and you just go one by one through the fucking apartments and hope that one's available. Or anytime you see,
when did you last do it?
I haven't done it since we got this place.
And you, so
I'll
do
go
you
with you
own
downstairs.
these?
I
Okay,
have
but
keys
before
to
we-
it. Kapua owns it. But I'm pretty sure with her being fired, I could
And
get
you're-
her to transfer it into my name.
Yes, you probably could. Aren't they your
She's not.
roommates?
She's not sure she's gonna be living here much longer.
Really?
She was real upset that she got fired.
I bet. Yeah.
Might just
Some
move
people
back
make
home. She
their-
said.
Some people make their entire lives about that kind of thing, and then when they lose it, they just lose the will. You know?
Yeah, but it's paid for. She paid cash for all of it.
Wow.
So. Yeah, but I mean, we could go check, or you can call Lizzie and have her just ask her if there's any Eclipse Towers apartments available.
I'm happy to check, actually, because if there is one right now, I'm just going to buy it.
Right. Isn't this amazing?
This is quite spectacular, yes. It's nice. I can see myself here.
I could see you here too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, let's go downstairs and
Cool.
check. Let's
I'm
get you
down.
one.
Gets me out the fucking gang. There's like no gang area here as well, so that's nice that no gang is claiming Eclipse Boulevard.
Yep.
Sounds that is to say that is the deciding factor of where else I want to live next. All right. You start from the bottom. I start from the top. Work our way down.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Well, number 1 is owned.
Those 22.
So is number 2.
So it's 21.
So is number 3. This isn't going well. Number 4 is owned.
So it's 20.
Number 5 is owned.
Same with 19.
6 also.
18.
7.
17.
Yep. And 8. Both fucked. Skipping 9, obviously. 10. And 11 both owned. They're 260 grand, those ones. They're getting more expensive, Darla. You lied to me.
We went through Maze Bank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would just throw my money at it instantly and not go through Maze, because that's how I roll. Down to 15. 15 is taken.
Yeah, they're all taken. So there is another
Oh,
one,
shit.
but it faces the other way, so you're actually looking out over the city. And
Okay.
the layout's a little bit different.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one at some point.
Yeah, I don't obviously have keys to that one, but I can show you which apartment complex it is.
Sure.
It's only like 2 or 3 blocks away. But yeah, I think you definitely fit more in this type of neighborhood.
Yeah. I honestly thought that Del Perro, I was aiming for the trees and hit the stars. But as I come to realise, it's actually a lot rougher there than I may have understood.
Yeah, I almost bought a house on Cougar.
Where's Cougar?
Like just off Bay City. It's like one of the roads that goes north south. And there's only like 4 or 5 houses. There's like backed up behind it, there's like a bunch of condos that are on Bay City. Or on what road is that? On West Eclipse.
Oh, I think I know the area, yeah.
There's four really nice big houses, off of Prosperity and Cougar. Yeah, this apartment complex, Tinsel Towers.
Okay. There's no point getting out, is there, if we can't get any keys? No.
Yeah, I don't have any keys, but it overlooks the city side.
This is horribly close to whereabouts I already live, so
Yeah.
that extra couple of streets up makes a big difference when it comes to at the end of Eclipse there. That's quiet. I never see people, gangs roll. This is like, what is this? This is Elgin right here. Oh, it's Boulevard. Haywick Ave, the next road over right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically crime central. This is like the road everyone takes.
Yeah. But you could probably drop me off at my house. I'm getting very tired.
Yeah, of course.
But I will say I appreciate you spending this much time with me, taking away from all them text messages you've been getting.
I've been looking forward to spending this time with you again. It ain't been a chore at all, so don't act like it has been.
No, I'm just letting you know I appreciate it. I've been looking forward to it too.
All right.
And I meant what I said. I understand the change, and I think admitting to myself that I didn't like the change was probably part of that self-realization I was talking about. It felt like a brick wall when I was expecting a feather bed.
Yeah, I was kind of really getting into you, so I kind of had to stop that.
No, I understand.
I really thought we were going somewhere. I'll be honest. I was kind of I was a bit put out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes we hear what we want to hear, right? Maybe I could feel there was something there.
There is something there.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
But I don't know. I'm not attracted to people easily. So when it did happen, I was I know, and it felt reciprocated. I definitely, I was hurt, Darla. I'll just be honest. I thought things were going great, and then I didn't really see that whole thing coming.
Yeah.
And I totally get how it did. I don't hold any resentment, but I did have to kind of
Pump the brakes.
What was it? Not so much pump the brakes, because I do still feel the same way, but I think I said it correctly when I said I needed to manage my expectations. That's what I had to do. Just readjust,
No, I understand. I'm not in any position to complain about it. You know what I mean? I wasn't even going to mention it, but you had said something that I don't even think really, I don't know, meant anything about that, but.
Oh, go on, say it. Just be open about it. What did I say?
I don't know. You texted it. Hang on.
I like to be clear when I'm talking about something this delicate. I like to feel heard. And
he said, I know we haven't been as close with ... everything.
I meant this. The ... was to show you I'm talking about something that's difficult to talk about. You picked up on it correctly.
Okay.
You understand me. We know each other.
I feel like we do too.
Yeah, that was a confession. I meant what I said.
No. I felt like I needed to say it too. I don't know if you'd picked up what I said. You had said when we were sitting in the cantina, you're like, well, you're talking about Chet teasing you about me. You're like, well, yeah, I think we like each other. Da, da, da. And you continued on, and I was like, well, you know, you're right about that. And I think the next thing you said was like, oh yeah, and it was like not about what you know what I mean? But I just, like, I wanted to tell you, but what kind of person am I when I, you know?
You're not any kind of person, Darla. It's not like anything's happened like that, so can't help but feel the way you feel, you know. And if things are a problem or get in a position where you feel like problems are starting to occur, then we can just approach that when we get to it. But the last thing you should be doing is beating yourself up. It's not like you're up to no good, right? So
Yeah.
we're both just being adults. Should we be having this conversation? I'm going to say probably not, but I'm going to have it with you anyway because he ain't respecting you. So fuck him. That's where I'm at. So I wasn't allowing myself before to have this kind of talk with you or be this open with you because I felt bad for him and I didn't want to disrespect you. But at this point, you're a villain. You don't even have a serial number on your Glock. Honestly, you're covering up murders. So I'm a known criminal when there's evidence to support that. So let's just be villains together. I'm painting this black.
Is this my villain arc?
Yeah, I think so. I think we both just entered into our bad guy arc.
Oh, yeah. Well, I might have to get like a black leather cat suit or something.
Yeah, I'll get us matching black leather jackets. I'll black this out, matte black, even though it looks terrible. Speed everywhere, you know. We'll just be generally unlikable. Delete a lot of selfies at Pacific Bluffs. You know.
My
We'll get you some bunny ears. We'll get me some devil horns. We'll barely wear any clothes. I'm thinking blue or platinum blue for my hair. For you, actually, I think the highlight's gonna work. We'll keep it there.
All right. Not like pink with like blonde highlights or something.
No, honestly, I'm thinking more black if we're gonna dye your hair anything.
All right.
Something truly evil.
Oh, Finley, you.
Yeah.
You. No, I needed this. I needed someone to just grab my shoulders and be like, "You fucking moron! What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, I'm happy to have the talk again tomorrow if you need it.
This might be a daily thing.
Oh, about me. So let me know.
I will. You have a good night.
Right. You too. You take it easy. Yeah?
All right. Drive safe.
Will do.
All right.
Come on.
Aww.